Hey guys, Alex with Sherpa Equipment Company. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about our Roam Case Mounts. We have two different types. We have the type that are going to bolt directly into our rack system, and then we also have a more universal style that work for just strapping things down so you can get a hook point on your cases. The ones that mount directly to the truck, you can get these for the 52-liter case, the 83-liter case, the 95-liter case, and the 105-liter case. For now, that's all we're offering, but these basically just drop into the slot on the case, and then you can bolt it up on your rack or strap it down in a truck bed or on a different rack system, whatever works best for you. So let me show you guys how these work. So the way these Roam Case Mounts work, they're super easy. They basically, you have these slots on the case. Normally these are gonna have the handles in it when you get the case from Roam, but if you take these out, these guys right here, you can then just drop this in, just like that, and it'll hang down below the case to the crossbar, and then you're just gonna bolt your bolts in. But if you're looking for something a little bit more universal and not specific to our rack system, these versions are gonna be what you want, and these ones kind of just drop in, they get a little snug, and then you just push it through, and then this is gonna be locked in, and you can hook to this, strap to this, whatever you need, all while still being able to open and close your case. So we're gonna hop up on top of the truck here, and I'll show you how to mount this to your rack. So we'll get the case up here on our Thunder rack, but basically how this works is you're just gonna wanna line up this crossbar with where that mount is gonna drop through. So pop the case open, grab your mounts, and you can see it just drops right in on the back here. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So something nice about our racks is with all this adjustability, it's really easy to get your spacing. If you do end up putting this on a mount or a crossbar that has your mounting points on it, you're not gonna be able to adjust that one, so you're gonna have to do all your adjustment on the other end. So just make sure you're lining it up with a spot that it's gonna work good. But if you grab your hardware, you got some T-nuts and some bolts with some washers. These are just 1/4 20 bolts. So all you need is a 7/16 wrench, but you'll click your T-nut into the crossbar on both sides of the mount, slide it under, and you can kind of move the case to get it to line up with the threads. Get those tightened down. And then we'll do the other side and make sure everything's squared out before we just tighten those down with a wrench. So this is gonna be on that front crossbar. Again, just drop that mount in there. And if this bar isn't lining up where you need it to based off the length of the case, just loosen up the socket buttons on both sides for the crossbar, and you can slide this where you need to. You can also leave this loose and get these bolted in, and then to kind of snug everything up, you can either spread the crossbars out and put some tension on the mounts that way, or you can push them in and put some tension on the on the case that way, and then just snug everything down, and you'll have no movement on your case, and everything will be rock solid. Once you get your hardware started, just make sure your case is square running down your roof. One thing to also check is to make sure you have clearance on your latches so they don't get stuck on the side plate. So you can either go all the way out to the edge or just get far enough in, and then with the 7/16, you'll just tighten these down. All you'll do here is just get them snug. There's no reason to go super tight on these. These bolts aren't massive, so you can snap them if you go too hard. But yeah, tighten down the front and rear and you're good to go. So one thing to note about these mounts and some of these cases, the 83-liter case, which is this one here, can only be mounted long ways on the truck just because of how they do their slots on these. Our mounts don't work on these slots on the sides. But with the 95-liter case, the 52-liter case, and the 105-liter case, you can run those in either orientation. On the 95-liter case, you will need to get 2 sets of these mounts because there's gonna be 4 mounting points that you'll need to hit just to make sure that case is secured. But then you can run it across your rack that way. So if you have something up in the front like Max Tracks, you can run your case behind it, and you're not stuck to running it long ways like this one. I also wanted to show you our more universal style mounts. So we have full-length mounts that you can just bolt this case up to your rack just like we did with that 83. But this, if you have a different rack system or you're going into a truck bed or you just would rather use straps, this is another great option. So I put a Sherpa smiley here just as a tie-down point that will keep this indexed. You could also just wrap the crossbar if you wanted to, but this is just a simple cam strap. I got that smiley lined up, and I'll run this through here. Make sure everything's nice and straight. Tighten this down now that it's in line. And then we'll do the same thing on the front. So as you can see, this is another way you can secure your cases using our Roam Case Mounts. The Sherpa Smiley in here is nice as well. These are also really good too if you want to use these to like index your case or something. So you can get a pack of those and put them up on your rack however you want to. But yeah, hopefully this gives you guys some ideas for using Roam cases on your builds. So as you can see, there's lots of options with these Roam cases. This one has the lid organizer. You could also do a molly panel and do your own soft bags or strap things down to that as you want, but this is nice for organizing small items, tire patch kits, stuff like that. We have a dead man recovery bag and strap in here, but you could throw whatever you want up in here. It's watertight. You also have a drain, so if you throw wet things in here like wet max tracks or shovel, whatever, you can do that too, but yeah. So hopefully that gives you guys some ideas on how to use Roam cases and our Roam Case Mounts on your build. If you have any questions about it, definitely shoot us an email, give us a call, and we can talk about how it might work best on your build.